Welcome you all in lecture 2 of SWAYAM course on sustainable solid waste management, challenges, opportunity and threat of unit 1. The content of this lecture is how solid waste management has affected us in recent years, why stubble burning, environmental impact of stubble burning and references, how solid waste has affected us in recent years. In the city of Surat had a massive plague scar in 1994. It was caused by houses and hotels dumping garbage in drain and streets. As improperly disposed of waste provide harborage for a rat, a vector of Yersinia pestis, a plague-causing bacteria. Reduction in number of migratory or other birds due to consumption of contaminated food has also been reported. Stray animals dying on the street, farmland due to consumption of plastic bags which attract toward that plastic in search of food, and that plastic blocks the food movement in their stomachs has been reported. A starved whale with 40 kg of plastic trash in the stomach has died after being washed ashore in the Philippines in 2019 has been reported. Blockage in drain has been frequently reported in many cities due to improper waste management in recent years, such as Mumbai and Chennai. On November 18, 2024, school was shut down onwards and officials advised to operate at half capacity as pollution level in Indian capital New Delhi and surrounding areas surged to their worst level in the winter. The winter continuing a grim annual trend as cold and calm weather set in and trap pollutant from various sources. In winter, it is very common practice that due to the low temperature, there is a blanket over nearby the troposphere layer, and due to that, whatever the pollution is generated in our vicinity either by burning or by the vehicle exhaust does not escape the troposphere, and it results in the several diseases related to respiratory tract. Parali burning in the northern Indian states beside other sources was the prime cause for that incident. This is 3 pictures showing that the waste is dumped nearby the water body and it is contaminated the water body and affecting the water body by ionic load, by BOD, increasing the BOD and by increasing the TSS and affecting the aquatic life of the water body. The third picture is showing that the waste is dumped nearby the stream and there is a fire in the waste dump, and due to the fumes generated from that fire, it affected the environment of the nearby water body, and you can assume that in the rainy season when there is a runoff or due to that rain there must be infiltration, how the condition of the stream will be and why not it will be affecting the groundwater by the leachate. This is the news published in the Hindu on 24th February 2025, where it was mentioned that Chennai's water body marred by waste disposal. The Chennai water body including lakes, canals and their banks continue to face open dumping. And this is not a story of Chennai, it is a story, you can find this story affecting several water bodies nearby also and all around the world, especially in developing countries. This is a news published in Times from India on 25 March 2025 recently, where despite a ban on single-use plastic in Chamara Rajnagar district, 5 cows and 7 goats underwent surgery in the 3 months lastly to remove plastic waste from their stomachs. The surgery conducted in the district headquarters, highlighting the devastating impact of plastic pollution on the stray cattle that feed on the food in the garbage. In the last 3 months, from January until the 3rd week of the March, veterinarians attached to the government animal husbandry hospital and polyclinics successfully removed plastic waste including metal pieces, metal wires and other sharp objects from the stomach of stray cattle and 7 goats. 5. Stray cattle and 7 goats. The hospital reports 2 to 4 cases every month due to the unscientific disposal of plastic waste. And this is also not new story. This slide shows 2 stories regarding the pneumonic plague occurred very long back in 1994 in Surat, India, and second is regarding the plastic waste flowing into sea, major problem in Mumbai, where on 26 July 2005, Mumbai was impounded with 944 meter rain in one day that claimed more than 1,000 lives. As far as the pneumonic plague of 1994, Surat, according to WHO, World Health Organization, date of outbreak was 26 August 1994. Type of disease was bubonic and pneumonic plague. Affected regions was South Central, Southwestern and Northern India. Extent of outbreak report was mostly unconfirmed, making it difficult to determine the outbreak full extent. A total of 693 suspected cases bubonic or pneumonic plague tested positive for Yersinia pestis antibodies according to WHO. As far as the state-wise distribution is concerned, Maharashtra reported 88 cases, 7 cases were reported in Gujarat, 46 cases in Karnataka, 10 cases in Uttar Pradesh, 4 cases in Madhya Pradesh, and New Delhi reported 68 cases. As far as the total fatal cases nationwide was 156. Now the next story, it is regarding the Delhi University, which occurred on 27 April 2010. And the origin of the story was the radiation leak due to the cobalt-60 test to Delhi University, where April 2010 a radiation leak in Mayapuri, Delhi was traced to Delhi University Chemistry Department, where a gamma radiator containing cobalt-60 had lying unused since 1985. As the instrument was very old, and with time the tag on the instrument also got faded. So it was not easy to recognize the make and made up of instrument and which instrument that is. The equipment originally purchased from Canada in 1968 was sold as scrap in February 2010 and unknowingly exposing worker to radiation, resulting in 1 death and several injuries. The Delhi police investigation confirmed that scrap dealers had acquired the instrument through the radioactive material through an auction, highlighting serious lapses in radioactive waste disposal and safety regulatory in India. Similarly, on 1 September 2017, a tragic incident occurred in Gazipur landfill in Delhi, where 50 tons of waste collapsed, resulting in death of 2 persons. The massive landslide of garbage also caused debris to fall in the Kondil Canal, which runs alongside the landfill. The incident raised concern about the towering height of the landfill, which had exceeded its permissible limit, making it prone to such disasters. Authority had previously warned about the structural instability of landfill, yet no preventive measures were taken, leading to this catastrophe. In response to the disaster, fire officials, police, divers, and the National Disaster Response Force (NDRF) were deployed for rescue operations. The search lasted over 3 hours, during which officials attempted to retrieve victims from the canal and surrounding debris. The incident highlighted the urgent need for waste management reforms in Delhi, as the Gazipur landfill had long been overburdened and nearing full capacity. This event sparked debates on the mismanagement of solid waste disposal, prompting authority to consider alternative waste disposal methods and sustainable landfill management strategies. This news was published in Hindustan Times on September 2, 2017. As we very well know that solid waste management is a major problem for many local bodies, urban local bodies in India especially. The Solid Waste Management Rule 2016 requires all urban local bodies to prepare a solid waste management plan outlining the measures they will take to manage solid waste management within their jurisdiction. Urban local bodies spend around 60 to 70% of the amount on collection, 20 to 30% on transportation, and a very little fund is spent on treatment and disposal of waste. Tussle for fund between urban local bodies and state government is one of the biggest hurdle and concern context of waste management. This picture shows there's a situation between the struggle between the state government of AAP government and the MSW was ruled by the Bharatiya Janata Party, where it is illustrated that MSCD workers on strike leave East Delhi reeling on garbage. Untreated garbage is inviting exponential breeding of disease causing bacteria, inviting fatal diseases like dengue, malaria and chikungunya. This article was published in Times of India, January 8, 2016. This is a story published in Times of India, October 26, 2024, last year, and it highlights that Calcutta drainage crisis, Puja leftover, clogged drains compound problems. The record rainfall in Calcutta in a short duration, high tide in Hooghly, silted outfall canals and loads of plastics leaking into the drainage system resulted in widespread inundation of areas across the city. According to the Calcutta Municipal Corporation, Drainage Department sources several parts of the city including Baliganj, Jodhpur Park, Golf Green, Mominpur, Topasiya, Kalighat and Chetia received over 100 millimeters of rain in 6 hours. The Calcutta Municipal Corporation, that is KMC, drainage system had a capacity to flush out no more than 15-12 millimeters of rain in an hour. That is why large parts of city remained waterlogged till late evening. This is very interesting and one of the prominent story that as first time waste become part of the local election, and it was published in Times of India on January 12, 2025. And the highlight was that, of the news was that waste disposal, flood risk, key issues in Haldwani municipal election. As the Haldwani was gearing up for municipal election on January 23 with BJP's Gajaraj Bisht and Congress Lalit Joshi vying for the mayor post, resident has raised concern about the city's growing challenge including waste management, flood risk and infrastructure deficiencies. They are demanding immediate action on these critical issues. RTI activists Times of India, the city faces several garbage disposal issues along the Haldwani bypass where uncollected waste poses significant threat to the environment as well as aesthetic aspect also. And this is not the story of Haldwani. You can find this story on the outskirts of major towns where the municipal corporation are using the lowland area as a dumping ground and threatening to the environment and the people nearby. This is a story published in Times of India, June 25, 2017, and the highlight was India would need to bring 88 square kilometer land under waste disposal by 2050. Considering the present scenario of waste management in India, where most of the waste is dumped without treatment, it will require an estimated 88 square kilometer of precious land to be brought under waste disposal through landfilling by 2050, which is equivalent to the size of area under administration of New Delhi Municipal Corporation and NDMC. Noted a recent joint study of SOCHM and PWC. This will eventually render the land unfit for any other use for a long time, as a half century before can be established for other uses, said the report titled Waste Management in India Shifting Gears, jointly conducted by SOCHM and global consulting firm PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers. As such, it is imperative to look into present system of waste management in the country, suggested the SOCHM and PwC. According to expected waste quantity, they are looking for the year 21, 2031 and 2050 are 101 million metric ton, per year, 164 million metric ton per year and 436 million metric ton per year respectively. Now, why stubble or parali burning occurs? It occurs due to the quick and cheap method. Farmers burn crop residues or stubble to clear field rapidly for the next planting season, especially in Punjab and Haryana. It occurs due to short time gap between the crop. Due to a short time between the rice harvest and wheat sowing, farmers prefer burning over other methods. It also occurs due to lack of affordable alternative. Many farmers cannot afford alternative stubble management technique like mulching, ploughing or other specialized machine due to the economic or cost involved in this process, labor cost, machine cost, etc. It occurs due to limited awareness and support. Despite government incentive, many farmers continue burning stubble due to inadequate enforcement and lack of awareness. It also occurs due to mechanization of agriculture, due to mechanization of ploughing, tractors and other instruments which replaced the ox, which played a significant role in agricultural residue recycling in the past. This is the news published in the Hindu in October 16 last year, where the Supreme Court accuses Haryana, Punjab or defies them for not prosecuting cases due to the stubble burning. Stubble burning also continues due to several key factors, including groundwater preservation laws that delay paddy transplantation, leaving farmers with a short window between harvesting and wheat sowing. The use of combined harvester, which leave behind large amount of crop residues, coupled with high cost and shortage of labor, makes manual residue management difficult. Burning becomes the quickest and most cost-effective method to clear field from the next crop. Similar challenges are faced in Punjab, where mechanized farming and policy-driven crop cycle contribute to the issue. Addressing this problem requires technological solution, financial support, and strict enforcement of alternative residue management practices. About the impact of stubble or parali burning. Stubble or parali burning result in severe air pollution, release of harmful pollutants including particulate matter, carbon monoxide and volatile organic carbon, worsening air quality. It also results in health hazards, increasing respiratory disease, eye irritation and cardiovascular problems, especially in urban areas like Delhi. Smoke pollution, especially from fire or incomplete combustion, can lead to generation of carbon monoxide, can result in carbon monoxide poisoning and also result in formation of methylhemoglobin and potentially cause life-threatening condition, because the methylhemoglobin, which is formed between the interaction with hemoglobin present in our blood and carbon monoxide in our environment, nearby environment, the methylhemoglobin formed in the blood, that blood remain useless and cannot supposed to carry the oxygen. So the oxygen level of the blood of the exposed person eventually get down, and due to the lack of oxygen, that person can die. Due to the stubble or parali burning, soil degradation is also possible. Burning activity destroys essential soil nutrients and microorganisms, reducing long-term soil fertility. Burning of stubble and parali also result in climate change contribution, as it releases greenhouse gases, CO2, methane, nitrous oxide, contributing to global warming. The methane gas traps a lot of heat, at least 100 times as much as CO2, reduce visibility, and traffic accident is also reported due to the stubble burning. The dense smoke lead to reduced visibility, increasing road and rail accidents. This is a story published in 2011, where the cyclone Taukte washes ashore tons of waste at Fort Kochi. In Mumbai, the cyclone Taukte sent its regard sea returned man-made trash to Mumbai. This case study highlights the environmental aftermath of cyclone Taukte, which came on 17th May 2021 on the Kerala coast as well as Mumbai and affecting the Fort Kochi in Kerala. While the cyclone caused widespread destruction, it also brought an unintended consequence, tons of plastic and bio-waste washed ashore due to high waves and heavy rains. The image shows a large accumulation of waste along the coastline, revealing the extent of marine pollution and improper waste management. This incident underscores the need for effective coastal waste management system and policies to prevent marine debris from polluting beaches and affecting local communities. Additionally, it raises concern about the long-term impact of extreme weather event on coastal system, highlighting the urgency of climate resilience and sustainable waste management disposal practices. The current incident is also impact of waste drained to oceans or sea through the rivers, stream or runoff from the nearby landmass, and also due to the waste contribution from water sport in ocean or sea or off the shore of the ocean sea. So from this story is very that whatever activity is happening in the city or towns, ultimately through the runoff, the waste goes by the stream or directly in the river, and from the river ultimately the fate is in the ocean. And with time, as the example is cyclone Taute, the waste is thrown back. So as we sow, so we reap. This is the references used in this lecture. At last, I want to thank you all for this being part of this lecture. Thank you.